Hey, what's up? The comedian Red Fox once had a joke, and he said, "Why shall I pay for sex, but I got two good hands, and in the morning I could switch girlfriends?" Yo, I say that because like women on my page, you talk about I be attacking women, and I hate women. Nah, I don't hate women. I love women, but I ain't like your pastor. A pastor gonna tell you what you want to hear. He don't tell you what you need to hear. He tells you what you want to hear. A pastor is so full of shit because he's always, he's always pampering you in the sense that he's not real. He's not honest with you. He's always telling you what you want to hear. And then like I made a comment on Facebook. I was saying like people go to church so God can forgive them of their sins, right? So that means everybody in the church is a sinner, right? So I'm saying like, what the hell were you doing that you had to go to church? What kind of sins were you committing that you need to go to church and be forgiven of? Well, I can name one according to, I can name a few. One is having sex out of wedlock. That's a sin. One is drinking and smoking, that's a sin because that's damaging your body. So you got fornicating, you got wine and spirit. And I guess women feel guilty about their promiscuous lifestyle before they got married or they had babies out of wedlock or some shit like that. So what are you going to church for? What kind of sins? What, you were stealing, you robbed, you lied. So now you're going to church so God can forgive you of your sins. But I'm saying, well, what if you backslide? That means I can't trust you because you always got the potential to backslide and start robbing and stealing and from me, going through my pockets and shit while I'm asleep. So that means church is full of fucking sinners. And the main ones is the old ones. Like this old lady was on the train preaching today, an old lady. She had to be about 65 or 70 years old. And like I always say, man, fucking the old women are some of the biggest hypocrites there is. Because they wasn't always old. They was young. And that means she was a hoochie and a slut, just like everybody else. But now, when she feel like she in the golden ages of her life, then she want to tell everybody else what to do. Then after she done had her fun drinking and partying and having orgies and shit, then she want to tell everybody what to do. Like I say, man, grandmas are some of the funniest ones out because all they do is lie to their kids and shit. And another thing they do is they babysit. They be babysitting so the daughter could go rip and run and make another baby. The daughter be having one baby, she'll leave the baby with grandma and then go out and make another one. And the reason children love their grandma so much is because their grandma is easy and she lets them do everything. Yeah, she may spank you every now and then, but they go to grandma's house because they get the cake and the cookies and the lollipops. They get to stay up late and watch TV and shit like that. So that's why they be loving to go to their grandma's house. And the grandma be some of the biggest, like I said, she be the one that aids in the bet all the bullshit. She's the one that lets her daughter rip and run at night. And like I always say, why do these older women in their 40s and shit talk about they going back to school? Why they didn't go to school when they was young? The reason they didn't go to school when they was young after high school is because they was busy ripping and running and chasing dicks and shit like that. And then once they got pregnant, they had to drop out of school, take care of the baby, raise the baby for 15 to 20 years, and then go back to school. So that's why they go back to school and shit in their 40s and shit. So cut the bullshit out. And people always talk about blue, you mean. I ain't mean, I just tell it like it is, man. You can't tell me bullshit and expect me to believe it. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it is. And I just don't see like I said, I don't see me paying for sex. I don't see me breaking my neck and putting some girl on the fucking pedestal and getting on my knees to ask her to marry me and all that other bullshit. Fuck that bullshit. Let that shit stay on TV because I'm not doing it. I'm just saying.